Philadelphia, and it's a great one. The San Francisco 49ers and the Philadelphia.
Playing great. Brock Purdy's playing quarterback about as well as anybody across. Was the trade they made at the deadline for Chase Young.
A little bit of breeze, and it just feels we'll get the ball first. And here we go. And the Eagles will start on the 25. A lot of
to the offseason when Deebo Samuel referred to the Sirianni gathered his team and showed them clips of that. These pictures before the game. That single green.
Looking now pressure and unloads it, and Swift is smashed over the. That's a big reason why. Top one, Greg. 14 straight wins against teams who. A give to Swift, not much there. So known for quick starts, they've kind of been the opposite this year.
Super aggressive play caller, super aggressive on early.
3rd and 9. Hurts over the middle. A.J. Brown in stride makes
Francisco. Man zone's going to be a big conversation for Steve Wilks, the defensive coordinator.
Catch as Gainwell gets it, goes around the edge, and he's got a short game in the NFL. And a couple weeks ago, they added
Warner at the second level. He's the engine. He makes it all go.
Blitz coming. Picked up. Hurts delivers. It is caught by Quez.
Nice job there by the offensive line, picking up that stunt. We saw Sam
away from pressure. Looking downfield. Good. Chuck it up. A.J. Brown.
Talk a lot about today, KB, is San Francisco's get the ball out without pressure turning into sacks.
Here's DeAndre Swift. Great block from Kelsey. Slides inside that. Shanahan again as the 49ers playing great football. But he knows that one team
more than anyone in the league.
Here, though, try to set up the Gainwell. Has blockers. Gainwell sprinting
on 3, make the last one miss. If he doesn't like his numbers, they're just playing a little chess match there, counting the number.
Hurts flush to the right again, in deep trouble, and throws it away as Eric Armstead got pressure.
Of Chase Young, he's playing better. Javon Hargrave, who of course, from just the added depth and the added
10. Swift tries to get to the edge, and it's tough slip. Trying to make it 13.
And the advantage, that's 2nd and 10 doesn't scare them. 2nd and
3rd and 7 here. Hurts, far side of the field for Brown, knocked away.
Against DK Metcalf, and that's just a great job on the back shoulder throw.
Out. And Elliott gives the Eagles the early lead. So good opening drive. Would like to forget, and so they return here with, look, and Purdy will get a chance to take that field where you see Purdy in this 49. Samuel will decide to take a spin move at the 25 and into.
Yeah, and Brock telling me this week, after that hit on the open throw the ball, he said his arm simply couldn't. I'm excited for this game. How could you not be? He said.
And here he goes on 1st down. Purdy to throw it over the middle. It's tipped at the line of scrimmage, an inning game last week. And so here is Purdy, quarterback in the league, the way he's performing.
Absolutely. And this graphic right here, most explosive offense in the league.
2nd and 10. Purdy in some trouble. And Purdy is.
Count longer. You'll see he went pump there to Deebo. Cloudy picture.
Purdy has time. Going far side. Incomplete. It was high.
This 49ers offense does not want that defense. Great pass rush. There's some run downs. Play action. A lot better.
Yards in the league. 5. Covey will take it. Fair catch at the 25. Early. 3-0 Eagles, their second possession coming. The game is so big. If the Eagles win, they're in a purely flush to his right again. No one's over there, so he has to throw it away. They're 10-1, and there's been a lot of talk about.
Absolutely. I think sometimes in this league, you can almost fall fixed year, week in, week out, winning in such dominant fashion.
The other way, there's no one there. He tucks it away and runs it. Hurts racing up near the pylon. He's up across suits.
Extending the play, but after Gregory's initial defensive line to hold the interior lanes.
Here, I think they realize that, and they call a timeout.
Timeout. Philadelphia.
Down, and we'll be right back after these messages. So 3rd down. And it's Hurts, 4-man rush. Quick throw. Brown on the slant. Has it again.
Runs enough interference. There's no contact. Charvarius Ward has to.
Touchdown. Now Hurts in trouble. Escapes again. Looking, throws across his body. Caught. Devon pick up 9. Okay, it's interesting, Greg. He had that stretch where he was They give it to him up the middle, a spin move, and picks up a few. Our hearts broken last game for them, but I don't mind guys. It's fun, but it's another game. Go enjoy it.
It is. Wow, it's still ahead of you the rest of the year.
There's Swift in trouble, gets away from it in the backfield, and then as hard as anybody in the league with that stop.
Wow. He goes, I try hard. He goes, I try to hit. He is their tone setter. He is their force on defense.
Trouble lofts it for a first down. He's got Devontae Smith.
Receiver side to the right. Watch the coordination here, the defensive backs. That's how he's.
Hurts, time again, coming near side, and somehow got it.
Hands and able to turn it up for a first down.
Hurts fires. A.J. Brown tries to cut in, but Fred Wilks, defensive coordinator, you know, along with the 49ers.
Said he likes it. He said he likes being able to look into the eyes of his players.
10th play of the drive, a fake. Hurts.
So he's saying run to the left, but no one, and then he just loses his footing, and that's about as easy as sack.
Hurts far side of the field, has a completion. Gainwell, and Gainwell as well.
This has kind of been the craze here recently in the NFL, is making loss, and teams all of a sudden start settling for field goals.
Here's Elliott from 39 yards out, and it's perfect. And
got to imagine they'll just.
Penalties decline. Field goal's good.
With the 6-0 lead here in the first. So the Eagles have dominated the start. They've gone down the field. Two things that's important. The Eagles have held the ball for the entire first quarter.
Finishing on every play. They don't have a top-level players, maybe not a ton of depth. So
we talked about Purdy. Back to the scene where he tore his elbow. Mission-wise, though, they're unmatched.
Yeah, this could very.
Send McCaffrey out in motion. They give it to Deebo Samuel on the run. Samuel is wrestled.
McCaffrey out of the box, and great job here by Ellis. He just sees it, pulls the trigger, and.
Here's Purdy. Pressure coming from Reddick. Sides away from that.
They're at their best. There has not been a lot of easy, quick target.
Third down, 14 to go. Pressure again. Purdy.
Last defense, they have come out hot. Brock Purdy's been moved off his.
Which now high kick. And Covey is smoked as he catches the ball, but he doesn't like it. Odom, captain of special teams, who's out maybe for the year. Has Swift to the out. Goes a little bit differently.
Yeah, I kind of equate it to in base curveballs, vice versa. That's how teams are really starting.
To A.J. Brown gets a block and spinning and working and gets hit hard. That will officially be the end. So all Philadelphia early in this one. Just superstar. First quarter dominated by the Eagles. -6. And on offense, Philly has gone the length of the field, but and movement there. To make it third down and 11.
Playing backwards. Most of the time, Steve Wilks, whoever the best stunts, your best Pritzes, you're saying this is a pass.
And steps away from Young. Long way to go. Gets a block from Capatera, but it's not going to get. See Braden Mann for the first time. Far side and covered well by the Eagles. Time this year, the 49ers have started a game with back-to-back 3 and out. So how do they get going?
I think they got to get back to what makes
drive from the 15. Little pitch to McCaffrey, try to get him going, and that is played well.
There's just no one out there on force,
and movement. I think the 49ers are going to go back 5 yards. Spencer Burke.
Offense number 74.
Out like this, if you're going to not use silent count.
And 15. Purdy gets one to Ayuk, who makes the grab and heads upfield out across the 20. Good effort. Ayuk goes. 4-man rush. Purdy off his spot, throws far.
All the way back across his progression, and that's how he's able to find George Kittle all the way on the left.
Quick drop and throw this time is Ayuk with the bobble. Turns upfield, and Ayuk is quick.
The one down that they are going to pass the ball maybe more allows them to be what is the most efficient offense.
Here's McCaffrey on the toss. Cuts back into nowhere. A wall.
In the run game, this run game is Jalen Carter. Those interior defensive players versus the run.
Third down and 1. Purdy to throw it. Steps away from pressure, has it to Samuel for a first.
An open space, understanding its zone coverage. He doesn't have to run away. Versus offense can get into a little bit of rhythm here early.
Slicing through and a big run for McCaffrey, who's right at the marker. This environment fun to watch here today, EA.
Yeah, you guys talked about environment. We're not in a verbal cadence here. Everything is dead on with what you.
This drive on first down to throw it again. He's got time. Gets it out to Kittle. No
grass there, run after the catch. This team's the best in the league at doing just.
49ers will call their first.
Let's go. They're first in the half.
It's such a challenge to play on the road in these hostile environments.
Well, they've woken up, right? First couple drives, 3.
And one of those areas, this Philadelphia defense, keep the points down.
Here's Purdy. Blitz coming. Purdy steps away, can run.
Sets up a lot closer, 2nd and goal inside the 5, running through contact.
You know, we goal on a fake pressure, just rips it away, and it's incomplete for Kittle. Had to get rid of it.
On scout team, just gets onto him too fast.
3rd and goal. Purdy floats one. And now, actually, there is on the
Goal line, 3rd down.
So the 49.
Sirianni's made it a point. They're one of the biggest 4th down.
Fake to Samuel. Purdy rolling. Throw.
Play action. Let's take a look. Does he get his hands under it?
Look at it as they do with every score, and we will look at it in the.
You can have the ball move upon hitting as long as it's.
Jake Moody will try it and nail it, and the 49ers have their first lead. Right? I mean, 49ers offense had to wake up just a little bit, and by the way, couple punches, and now they said, okay, our turn here.
Yeah, and thankfully for this Niner, ending each with a field goal. That's the difference here, and now all the sides of the ball, and it's played out here so far here in the first
lead. Purdy gets in a little bit of a rhythm after, especially considering the way that started with the loss to So the Eagles trailing for the first time. Hurts has a lot of time.
Against this unit, we've seen him now take 2 big lost yardage sack.
Here comes Bosa. He throws it into the ground.
Hey, Bosa here at the bottom of the screen, matched up against the tight end. Jack Stoll.
19, play clock winding down. They get it off, get it to Devontae Smith. How's a block and another.
San Francisco's defense prides themselves on open field tackling.
Throw, time again. Gets it underneath to Gainwell. What a tackle by Drake Greenlaw. On 2nd down. Hurts again with all day. Loaded up.
Bro, that's a heck of a matchup. I think that's great.
Didn't run. Pressure. Rolling, throwing, and it's out of bounds. And they'll force the punt.
And this defensive staff here for San Francisco, he is so.
Bell lets it go over his head, but Mariners with a 1-point lead. The lead on that one, I'm still full. 24 on last one. Here they go again with Purdy. Slings it out to Samuel, gets a good block. And
job there. Same motion they scored on the touchdown on the previous 3rd down to Ayuk.
2nd and 1. Here's McCaffrey. Gets his 4th carry and breaks the tackle and has the 1st P of the league for him.
Yeah, and you know, think pace up that we could be having a conversation that he's in the.
First down here. A little fake Purdy. Sings one over the middle. It's George Kittle.
And we've seen Kittle do this for a long time now, operating this play act.
Was enough. Never for him. McCaffrey right up the gut.
I think the thing that stands out, back to McCaffrey for a minute, get more and more ridiculous.
All right, so it's a fake. They didn't fake us out. And that's how this started. Eagles dominated the first quarter, but trying to get back to another title game, maybe against each other as a conversion on first.
That last first down run, his ability to run the top of the list.
Purdy, blitz is picked up, throwing far side of the field, and Ayuk holds.
Anticipation on this ball. Darius.
So in this half, it's Purdy again. Going over to middle to.
That's all the anticipation and the timing. If he's 1 click late.
Purdy, far side. It's Ayuk again. Penalty flag.
5-yard penalty, 2nd down.
That's a 2nd one on Josh Sweat. Remember, he hit
Jake Brendel, and there's a little timing mechanism before he snaps it.
Here's Samuel with some blocking. Deebo Samuel on the field. 49ers have a 1st and goal, up 7-6 late in this first half.
Staying in bounds, making Philadelphia. They took the timeout last time out.
With McCaffrey, the touchdown machine, getting it, cutting it up the middle, but he gets stuffed. What's coming up on the Verizon halftime?
Raising some eyebrows. Hope we don't get too cheeky. Was this
billboard? Was that Terry Bradshaw? Was that you? I can't. I go in the half. 49ers knocking on the door up. McCaffrey, left side, walks in. Touchdowns.
Well, I don't think it's a coincidence. That portion of the defense, and look at the lane. McCaffrey's touched Cisco-style football.
It's a monster drive. The extra point is up and good. 10 plays, 90. McCaffrey just sensational. Now 17 times. 25 games.
McCaffrey rave about him, myself included. But when he...
So the Eagles, without any timeouts left, 38 seconds. They trail. That's what they do. They trail at halftime, and then they go and win games.
How are they going to come out of halftime? And the next thing you know...
Hurts. Tipped in the air, and it's incomplete. Whoa.
You're thinking with San Francisco.
Just going to run it here to Gainwell, and not much. The Eagles, but they had to settle for 2 field goals down inside 3 with 1, Ayuk with the other, and they will go to... They are 10-1. Here's your way after this. Impressive, 14-6, 49ers over the Eagles out the head. Match of last year's title game. First it was the Eagles with a couple of jabs.
They did the first quarter, and then San Francisco flipped the game in Philadelphia, and the other 2 ended for 2 touchdowns in San Francisco. So, and discover some downfield explosive plays.
And the Chiefs, the 49ers got that offense going. Samuel will let it go as we go down to Tom.
Cater them offensively, but we need to finish when we get to the red zone. We need a run game. We need to be better at stopping that. As for Jalen Hurts, and he knows they're familiar with being in this position.
Start from the 25 with McCaffrey off the left side and up to the...
Shanahan said there in the second, we finally got it, scoring touchdowns.
Here's Purdy, Aaron, over the middle, and that was almost a pick.
Running a little short, little in-breaking route, and he breaks on it.
3rd and 5, 4-man rush. Purdy fires over the middle, it's caught by...
Who you're going to double. Nice little choice route there by Juwan.
4-time Pro Bowl. So good all around, run block, you name it, but he's real.
As well-rounded a tight end as we have in the league.
McCaffrey runs into Fletcher Cox.
Fletcher Cox is like, dude, I didn't give you that.
Well, they're not gonna. They're gonna throw it, and he's protected. And he goes far side of the field. McCaffrey
just run right by the linebacker, and that's exactly what they did.
The backfield today. Fake it to him. It's Samuel on the end around. Has a block.
Middle to be the extra escort blocker. He does a great job picking up 2,
and Moody's extra point makes it 21 on it. Welcome back to Lincoln Financial. And now Philadelphia on their... If they will return this. And 20 penalty flag on this play. Uncover this. And just think about it, Greg. Just, think about where we are in this NFL.
It's a 15-yard penalty. First down.
There you go. That'll give them 15, but also the division, and they play next week. So there's
post home field, either throughout as the #1 seed. This crowd, this environment, maybe there's some weather.
Here is Hurts to Swift.
Similar fashion against Kansas City last week against Buffalo. Been overcoming these deficits. They turn to some of...
Steps away from pressure.
Let's take a look here. He's obviously throwing that ball away. Quarterbacks throughout the league get that call. Anything that's close.
4-man rush. Hurts.
Post deep and then come back to the ball. It's exactly what Brown does.
Goal in the starting role with Dallas Goedert.
Pass interference. Offense number 6. It's a 10-yard.
Hurts floats one. Smith's wide open. Makes a catch and back.
Elite player.
2nd down, quick throw near side. Smith again as another.
They didn't get the call. Now watch Dre Greenlaw. He clearly picks up. Dom put his hand in Dre Greenlaw's chest to kind of.
York can take a look at this, right, Dean?
And there was with Dom and Greenlaw, but
they're into it.
Been disqualified.
But it's kind of like you said, the Eagles are kind of asleep, and you wonder. So technically, as a starter anyway.
I wonder if they're telling Dom.
Unbelievable. Tom, let's go back to you. I know a lot going on down there.
Sirianni saw Greenlaw make contact with Dom. That ignited.
Greenlaw standing right in front of me, guys. You see it right there. Hands on his.
I'm telling you, he's the most popular guy in Philadelphia.
Hurts, quarterback run, and he is taken down right away. Well.
That has to be a first. Double ejection and on one sideline be the head of security. Right now needs to just take a deep breath. And
so 49ers do not get charged a timeout. Four-man rush. Hurts going for A.J. Brown. It is.
I think that's great coverage. He's got his head up.
Blitz coming. Hurts gets rid of it. Brown underneath has a way to go.
Understanding the free rushers coming, he gets the ball out quick to A.J. Brown.
Going from the two.
From the two, this might be a record.
And
the San Francisco defensive line just ends up in the paint of the...
brotherly shove again. Hurts is in. Touchdown. Philadelphia.
2 yards. Oh, we got
hold
another.
on.
We got some more action here.
Seen a lot of that play. I don't think I've ever seen Jalen Hurts walk in and for two. Elliott, extra point up, and it's a one-possession game. Well, we got some action in this third of time left in this NFC. And Debokoye up across the 20, tripped up there since the first quarter, and Brock Purdy, we'll see how out since he's been surgical.
Yeah, and when you look back in the first...
Gonna pass it here. Purdy in trouble. Fletcher Cox
going to be able to play, but the veteran just seems to continue to play at such a high level.
2nd and 12. McCaffrey stretching left, cuts it up the field. Good cut from McCaffrey. 3rd and 7. Purdy stands in, delivers.
On time, in rhythm, and Brandon Ayuk just runs a great comeback.
Pitch to McCaffrey. Gets around the edge, turns on the speed.
He's the ultimate weapon, and the load of this run game falls on a handful of these guys.
Still on his feet, and speed now. Samuel racing to the end zone, and he died.
Bo Samuel doing what he does best. Yards after the catch, running.
And we get a flag. This does not count.
Yeah, the official on the sideline on Philadelphia's bench.
Yeah, bigger than that with the momentum building.
There were 2 fouls, 1 by yards on the kickoff. We'll try for point.
Well, there you go, 1 yard, but he'll decide to use the field position on the kick.
And it's up and good. Man, oh man, belief.
Dan Reed Blankenship's looking around, and 49ers got away with one there.
These cleats. Visit NFL.com/mycause. So think about this third quarter. I mean, now it's Philly down by 2 possessions again, and they'll hand off not much.
Steady personality. You never see him really get too high or.
On the fake, pressure from Bosa. Hurts throws it low.
I've seen Lane Johnson kind of have his way, but this time, even though Lane Johnson's able.
Hurts steps away. Fred Warner's waiting for him on the run, and Warner's all over.
One might be a little too long. Yeah, they're going to run out their punt unit.
Since the first quarter. One. And it's taken and fumbled, but it goes out of bounds. Beast.
Trash talk between the two, but said it can only be used.
And they're up 28-13, and they give it to McCaffrey left side again, and they get the year. How about these last 4 drives? Remember, they had minus
backwards. Everything's going right, but it all goes have everything at their disposal.
McCaffrey again to that left side, and again he's got success on the first down.
Left. I think I would just continue to run. Right now, that's what they've been doing.
There's Purdy to throw this time. Left side, McCaffrey. Good catch, but McCaffrey again. This time runs through, shifty move, and he's
around. Then he's able to run through the contact of Reed Blankenship and pick up it.
There he is out now. And there he goes. Purdy has time. Purdy incomplete.
But the number 1, 2, and 3.
2nd down. McCaffrey is taken down by Fletcher Cox. And so a 3rd down and long coming up.
To throw the ball in the middle third of the field. So you got
3rd down. Blitz coming. Purdy sees it, gets rid of it. Jennings with a great 4th and less than 1.
They're going to Kittle, the tight end. Trent Williams, the left tackle. And George Kittle's able to do just it.
Look at McCaffrey. Told you over 1,000. Mitchell will get it. Big hole on the right side, and Mitchell breaks the tackle.
It's the least amount of rushing attempts in the league, and there's a lot of reasons for that.
Broken tackle Mitchell, and concerns for the Eagles. Obviously time already down 15. Right? I mean, the first quarter Eagles defense dominant, and then blitz coming again. Purdy sees it, running away from Brandon Graham and throws.
Blocked Brandon Graham, Morrow. I mean, the whole team's unblocked, and
we get a timeout called.
Timeout.
San Francisco. 49ers 28-13 their lead, looking to add to. First, this Purdy back delivers, caught again. It's a first down. Take Eli Ricks and send him to another state. It's a touchdown.
it's getting out of hand.
Wow. Moody extra point up and good. It's 35. 3 touchdowns for Purdy, and the being evaluated for a concussion. You obviously hope he's okay.
League, and obviously Jalen Hurts' health. Not
this year. Now Scott on the kickoff. Incredible story. D'Amico Ryan's coach of the year right now. They win again. They being evaluated for a concussion. His first throw is up top to Devontae Smith. And underneath, chipped, and Kevin Givens almost
tipped.
There is no foul on the play. Second down.
From that angle.
Mariota swings it out to Swift and tackled up around the 4. But just look at the other teams. They've runs away from pressure. Fakes, looks to the run, diving forward. He's going to be a little bit short.
Jalen Hurts is at quarterback. This is a no-brainer.
Man, it still works.
Foot marking it short.
Well, right there, you're right, but
bit at the bottom.
Let's see.
And look who's coming back in.
Wow.
Is anybody in this league are great. So
rolls away from pressure again. Going to take off and run and go outside. And Greg, I'm amazed. You think about that drive when the Hurts near side. Devontae Smith has it right around another first down.
The game can flip like that.
Here's Hurts. All day.
Back. He starts on the dig route and he just feels green grass. Jalen Hurts buys some time.
Pressure coming. Steps away. Throws far side Brown again. Makes a catch inside the 50.
And then the question is going to be, gets into remaining left in the game.
Hurts.
I just don't like the fact that on every drop back, it seems like Jalen Hurts is forced to move.
Stands in here, now running away. Pressure at his heels, throws.
Quarterback draw. Can't imagine with him here late. You got to imagine this ball continues to stay in the air.
And Lane Johnson got an early start.
One bad play a game, right? I think that's probably.
Usually you don't even see this game. 4-man pressure here. Scott Tom lofted for end zone.
Man coverage, and he's just all over A.J. Brown and thrown into the legs. Of course, the defender's not allowed to hit the quarter.
First and goal. Hurts tries to get to Brown, knocked away every time.
Theo Reed, he could have shovel passed it to the tight end or taken the flat.
Second and goal. Now comes pressure. Hurts.
You always waited to the end when you were down 8 to go for 2, but that's not. Knocked
away, and they won't control in Philly. Going to try an onside kick here. Elliott will kick it up there. It's received by McCaffrey. Seahawks or the Hawks, Seahawks or Hacks, who they just lost to a week ago, and they got Philly after some. Now for the 49ers, they get a penalty. They've been moving back. Trent Williams talking about the rare mistake on Lane Johnson.
The quarterbacks, and rightfully so, but man, when you get to.
Here's McCaffrey on the pitch, who just keeps on chugging us. Well, this comes into play now next. So next week will be monstrous as Deebo Samuel. Deebo.
Offensive line acting as an escort. He's untouched. You just. Here today against arguably the best team in the league. If they. As you can get.
Deebo Samuel, 2 receiving touchdowns. He's got the NFC look like, right? But man, it's like you said, no.
It's been a very weird season, but this San Francisco wins the last couple weeks. We're going to take their toll. I think a
first round bye. You only have to play. No question after today's result. His trip: Kansas City, Buffalo, San Francisco, Dallas, Seattle. How do you view them now? Went from 10-1,
playing against the elite teams in the league. Just showed you as they get through these next couple weeks, it starts to
makes a catch, makes a couple miss, and sprints his way up to the 30. first finish this one. Hurts running.
See, this is a great ball here by Jalen Hurts on the run. Nice job by Watkins. Let's go. There's no telling how that next matchup goes, and I think that's the exciting.
No question, it feels pretty good to come out here, and not only with a win, but a dunk. Hurts on 2nd and 10. Kinlaw chasing after him, and he's just going to throw it away. And when they're playing like this, when they've
San Francisco is, and that's just a hard playoff matchup. Hey, they've got a few backups in. Fred Warner's on the sideline. A few other guys to slowly jog off, and this play, the timing was just all messed up.
Offense number 62, 5-yard penalty.
from going, well, maybe this guy can do it, to no, he can do it.
They want defenders to play below the helmet, lead with the shoulder, and
you know, again, remember, he came on, we did his first start.
It was going to end to saying this is a long-term starting NFL quarterback on one of the.
It'll bring up 4th down.
Office, and he goes, he looked at me and he had no idea what I was even talking about. He has no idea. All game, contestant, high pointing the ball. His emerge.
There you go. So Sam Darnold will get a couple snaps and a whole host of stars for these 49ers. (42-19). Goodness, they've been impressive. As Jordan Mason. Result does makes the next month look like it today. 3rd down, pitching on out to Mason, and
this one's a couple kneel downs and some handshakes.
just 6 yards. McCaffrey doing his thing as usual, and a play, the 48-yard touchdown. When this turned into a game,
Later, Debo took it to the house, and that was all she wrote.